Manila breathes differently on nights like this. Inside the Smart Araneta Coliseum, the air is thick with memory, sweat, and expectation. 50 years removed from the original Thrilla in Manila, yet somehow still carrying its echo. The crowd hums before a single punch is thrown, a restless sea of faces lit by anticipation and nostalgia. This is not just another fight night. This is history revisited, wrapped in modern ambition. Under the lights of IBA Pro 11, two middleweights walk toward destiny from opposite ends of the world. From Russia, undefeated and surgically precise, Vadim Tukov enters as a rising technician, a man molded by a deep amateur pedigree, sharpened by discipline, carrying a perfect professional record like a quiet threat. Across from him stands Sena Agbeko, Ghanaian by birth, American by residence, forged in experience, muscle, and raw power. Nashville tough, road-tested, a man chasing redemption. For Agbeko, this fight carries an old wound. Back in 2021, his first professional loss came against a Russian, a decision that lingered, that never quite left him. Tonight is not just another bout. It is a chance at vengeance by proxy, a chance to rewrite history against another flag from the same soil. The stakes are unmistakable. The IBA Pro Intercontinental Middleweight Championship, a belt that promises movement, relevance, and legitimacy on the world stage. Tail of the tape reveals almost nothing. Age, height, reach, nearly identical. No physical advantage to hide behind. No excuses waiting in the wings. This is chess, not checkers. And yet the whispers around the arena suggest violence. Betting odds hint this fight may not last the distance. Both men have knockouts on their resume. Both know how to end nights early. As the introductions roll, as Manny Pacquiao's legacy hovers over the event, as the crowd rises for names and flags, one truth settles in. Manila has chosen another battleground. And when the bell rings, only one man will walk out carrying gold, the other carrying questions. The opening bell cuts through the noise, and immediately the contrast becomes clear. Tukov moves first, light on his feet, shoulders relaxed, eyes calculating. His left jab snaps out like a measuring stick, not thrown with malice, but intent. It's probing, testing distance, drawing reactions. Agbeko stands tall, muscular frame coiled, hands high, studying. He is patient, almost too patient, waiting for something heavier, something worth committing to. The first round becomes a quiet negotiation. Tukov presses forward just enough to command geography, circling, stepping off angles, bending at the waist to make Agbeko miss by inches. The Russian's jab flickers constantly, even when it doesn't land. It occupies space, demands attention. Agbeko throws sparingly. A left hand here, a right there, but nothing sustained. The crowd leans forward, sensing something brewing beneath the surface. By the final minute of round one, Tukov has clearly done more. Not damaging, but decisive. Judges notice activity, control, purpose. Round two deepens the pattern. Tukov's jab continues to dictate tempo, and now the right hand begins to whisper behind it, not fully unleashed, but teased. Agbeko finally lands a left, his cleanest shot so far, but it comes alone, unsupported, without follow-up. Physically, Agbeko looks imposing, sculpted, powerful, breathing easily, refusing the stool between rounds. Yet something is missing. Urgency, rhythm. Tukov, meanwhile, sits calmly, legs raised, unmarked, eyes steady. His amateur roots begin to show. The ability to score, move, reset, repeat. He is not hunting a knockout. He is collecting rounds. The crowd starts to murmur. This isn't the firefight they expected. It's a slow suffocation. And as round two closes, the narrative becomes clear. Tukov is writing the script, and Agbeko is reacting to it. Round three arrives with a subtle shift in energy. Agbeko's corner urges action, louder now, more insistent. He steps forward with intent, throws with slightly more frequency, and suddenly the fight flashes alive. A big overhand right from Agbeko lands, not flush but meaningful, enough to get Tukov's attention. For the first time, the Russian feels real resistance. Tukov fires back immediately, snapping a right hand of his own, then gliding away before Agbeko can build momentum. This is the moment Agbeko needs. the opening he's waited for, but it slips through his fingers. He hesitates. One punch at a time. No combinations, no sustained pressure. Tukov resumes command, back to the jab, back to angles, back to disruption. He anticipates the counters now, drawing them out, stepping aside, returning fire. The fight becomes a lesson unfolding in real time. Tukov understands timing. Agbeko understands power, but power unused is power wasted. As the round ticks down, the Russian remains busier, sharper, more composed. The crowd reacts to every clean connection, but the volume tells the story. By the bell, it's clear. Agbeko had a chance to swing momentum and didn't take it. Tukov walks back to his corner, calm, collected, unbothered. Agbeko stands again, hands on hips, breathing steady, but his eyes betray frustration. 3 rounds in, and the revenge he came for remains just out of reach. By round 4, Tukov begins to separate himself. His jab lands cleaner now, especially as Agbeko presses forward. Distance closes, and paradoxically, that favors the Russian. Each step Agbeko takes becomes another opportunity for Tukov to score. Left jab upstairs, jab to the body, pivot, reset. Agbeko tries to respond, but his hands drop at the wrong moments. Openings appear, and Tukov sees them all. The Russian turns him repeatedly, stealing angles, forcing resets, breaking rhythm. It's subtle, devastating work. The kind that doesn't draw gasps, but wins fights. Round 5 continues the pattern. Agbeko attempts aggression, but every surge is met with movement and discipline. A low blow briefly halts action, but Tukov waves it off, unfazed, eager to continue. That tells its own story. Tukov is comfortable, confident, in control. He's not overpowering Agbeko, he's outthinking him. Punch ratios begin to widen, 5-1. The crowd senses inevitability. Agbeko's physique remains impressive, his stamina intact, but the fight is slipping. He lands a solid right late in the round, a reminder of danger, but again, no follow-up, no sustained threat. Tukov finishes the round clean, efficient, professional. The scorecards are drifting apart now. The belt is no longer distant, it's close enough to touch. Round 6 feels heavier, not in punches, but in consequence. Agbeko knows time is running out. His corner pleads, demands urgency. He tries to force openings, but Tukov refuses to give them. The Russian's footwork becomes a weapon, turning Agbeko, denying leverage, draining confidence. Agbeko lands occasionally, single shots that remind everyone of his power, but they arrive alone, unsupported, ineffective. This is no longer about conditioning. This is about clarity. Tukov is fresh, unmarked, thinking 2 steps ahead. By round 7, it becomes a masterclass. Tukov strings together jabs and right hands, not recklessly, but precisely. Agbeko swings, misses, pauses, unsure. The crowd reacts not to violence but to control. This is high-level boxing, and it is one-sided. As the 7th round closes, Agbeko looks spent mentally if not physically. Tukov looks like a man counting seconds, not because he's tired, but because he knows he's won. The final round arrives not with desperation, but resignation. Agbeko smiles briefly, a fighter aware of reality. He throws more now, but the urgency comes too late. Tukov continues to dictate, circling, scoring, denying any late miracle. A few clean shots land from Agbeko, respectable but insufficient. Tukov never panics, never breaks rhythm. The final minute ticks away, and the outcome is no longer in doubt. When the bell sounds, they embrace. Respect earned, not forced. One man executed a plan to perfection, the other chased ghosts. The scorecards confirm what the ring already declared. Unanimous decision. Vadim Tukov is crowned IBA Pro Intercontinental Middleweight Champion. The Russian flag waves. Smiles replace focus. History adds another chapter. In his first fight outside Russia, Tukov delivers a flawless performance. Intelligent, disciplined, mature beyond his years. Agbeko exits with dignity, questions unanswered, revenge unclaimed. Manila watches as another technician carves his name into boxing's long story. Not with thunder, but with precision. And sometimes that is the loudest victory of all.